Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to play around with a new storage system for diamond painting. It's from Forever Young. You can purchase from their website or be like me and do Amazon because their website required me to pay shipping and Amazon does not. And the price difference was just a little bit. So it does come in this nice box, but we're gonna have to get rid of that like now. Whew. So it does come pre-assembled and it has 60 slots. It comes with the DMC stickers, which would make sense if you were using this for storage, but I would use this for actual like kits and kitting up and whatnot. So each little cube is a decent size, but it's actually a tray, right? So you pop them open and you put your drills in there, but it's a closable tray. I will say that this mechanism is pretty cheaply made. One, it doesn't close very easily and you have to pinch and pull to open it. I could already tell you right now these are probably going to break off because you can, even right here, it's just very flimsy. So that's one thing already I'm not a fan of. Now you can lay it flat, you can have it standing up. Of course, if you have it standing up and you go to pull this one out, these are all going to shift downward. So there's that. However, if these start to give out, these little clasps here, you would have to store it upright because there's nothing holding this secure until I press this down. So that's one thing to keep in mind. This is like 65 to 68 bucks. It's like a pretty flimsy plastic. That said, it does stand upright well. It's just, you would have to keep in mind as I go to pull them out, I'm gonna have to go like that. And then of course, yeah, once this goes out, I'm gonna have to stand them upright because that's about the only way, because once they're standing like this and this no longer seals, it's gonna pop open anytime something comes out of these cubes, because each cube has 5 trays. So I have a kit that I was going to kit up already, a kit that I was going to kit up. So we're just going to grab a single tray. And you know what? I think I have it upside down actually. That would probably help. Not that it matters. There's no right or wrong here. Okay. So what I'm going to do, since I was already going to try this out, I'm going to grab one tray here. And we'll just, start with my numero uno. Put it right there, I guess. Sure. Now, my system downstairs, oh, these things are such a pain to open, at least for nails. My system downstairs is, this is going to be a while. I pre-kit, or I kit up into trays, but I use trays that are, whatchamacallit, actual diamond painting trays with lids from LAP. That's how I do mine. So let's get all of number 1 in here. These little baggies. Okay. No, don't have to close it, but let's see how they line up. Hey, they line up actually pretty decent. The only problem is I can tell it's already getting static. So they did not have static coming out of the bag, but they're starting to cling to the side and create static on the inside here. And so that could be a potential problem, especially as I keep going. So yeah, see, look at that. Ooh, that static. You're pretty much gonna have to permanently put a, dryer sheet in these bad boys. So that is an interesting product for sure. But here's the thing. I don't think I can recommend this. I love the concept. I really do. I wish they used a harder and not soft plastic. That would help get rid of some of the static, for one. Kind of like cat ear. I don't know if you tried the cat ear brand. There's also an Etsy store with cat ear, but I'm talking about the other cat ear. I have a few of their trays I bought in sets. They have a harder plastic with a flipped lid, and it's a tray, so it separates your drills, but they don't get the static. This is like Tupperware. And you can just see them already getting more staticky. But then also this cheap mechanism, this is going to break after just a few opening and closings. So if I was doing a huge painting and constantly opening and closing this, that would suck. And then if you compare it to like, the usual ward storage, those are smaller. They can fit on your desk along with everything. Their cases are about this size. Granted, it doesn't have a built-in tray. There's that. But you can pull them out, pour them in the tray, do your thing, yada yada. Like I said, I prefer to kit up in trays, so I have a whole shelving system with just trays already done. Unfortunately, it has a monster kit kitted up in there right now, and I'm so bummed because I need a break, and I'm doing a small kit, so I'm going to use my ward storage containers instead. But the other thing is, this is pretty bulky, so if you leave it flat, which is the most logical way to use it, because like I said, these will shift, it's going to take up a lot of space. If you put it upright, you just need to be prepared to pull each one out. The cheap plastic thingy, and the fact that you basically are paying $70 for this when you can buy a bunch of trays and a case or a shelving unit to put them in for close to that, but better quality trays, and or just use the ward storage containers. And those make more sense than this. I do love the concept. I really, really do. I just feel like there's some flaws. Now, if these were actually separated individually, so each one was on its own, that would solve a problem. If this wasn't such a cheap piece of crap right here that's going to totally snap and break one day, that would solve the other problem. And then a harder plastic to avoid static. And then I would say, yes, $70, totally worth it. But for right now, totally can't recommend it. I'm actually going to return it to Amazon. Like I said, you could do their store and or Amazon. I did Amazon for ease of return, just in case I hated it, and thank God I did that. But I wanted to show you guys, see if any of you bought it and tried it out. It has potential, major potential, just a few design flaws that they need to fix, and this would be a stellar product. So I'd love to know if you're using it, your thoughts, if you kind of feel the same, like what the heck is going on here. And yeah, until next time, take care. Bye now.